Want to make sure you don't want to miss out on a brand new video early? Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell to turn on the notifications. Now sit back and enjoy the video. Good morning guys, how are we doing? Louis Vlogs and Games here. Welcome back to another new video on the channel. You currently join us today at Beaconsfield Services. It's a good thing we stopped here to go to the toilet because I forgot to do the intro at home because I thought it'll be the perfect time to do the intro now, and what a way to celebrate the 150th special vlog as we're taking a 5th trip down to London with plenty of brand new activities planned. I am really looking forward for it. So let's just quickly hop to the toilet, get to the tube station, and we'll discuss what we're going to be doing. Well, there's the first sight of the tube as we are now at Harrow, and just in front of us there is Harrow on the Hill tube station where we will get the tube from. Walking up to the train station now, and I think it's perfect time now to discuss what are our plans for today. So we'll get the tube down as usual. We're going to go to Baker Street first, where we're going to go to Madame Tussaud. Afterwards we'll go down to Embankment, and the following things we will do in order is Shreks Adventure. Oh, hello there! We'll do the London Dungeons, have some food after, and we're going to finish off with the London Eye. That will be a brilliant way to end off. Let's just get into the station now and get on the train.
Right, so without any further ado, let's jump on the tube and head to our first destination of Madame Tussaud's, which is located at Baker Street. Our train has just pulled into the platform, so let's get on that train and head into central London. So off we go, leaving Harrow on the Hill as we now make our way to our first destination of Baker Street.
Where we are then, just took off the Metropolitan line now, made it to Baker Street. I'm going to exit the station now and head over to Madame Tussaud's. Tell you what, it was a bit of a surprise the tube station was just there, and look what's just in front of us. 1 minute and Madame Tussaud's is straight in front of us. We're going to go inside, have a little look around and see what Madame Tussaud's has to offer.
So we're just coming up to the entrance of Madame Tussaud's now, and we have booked our session in for 11:45.
Just coming up to the entrance of Madame Tussaud's now. We're just about to ask, we're about to ask who would you like to see the most inside? Who are you interested in?
Gerard.
Steve Gerard. Up the stairs we go. Our Madame Tussaud's experience has only just started. Let's have a look around and see who can starstruck us.
So without any further ado, into the lift we go, which will take us up to the start of our Madame Tussaud's walkthrough.
I like this one.
12,000 kilos, 16%.
Oh, nice lights.
Welcome to Madame Tussauds London.
As soon as the lift doors are fully open, that is where the whole experience starts.
Oh, that's some lovely lights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Time to strike a pose as we are now walking on the official red carpet. We're famous people now by the looks of it. As we continue walking down the red carpet, it turns out we can see our first famous face, Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock.
Oh my god.
Trying to recreate the eyebrow mane by the looks of it. Although I do got to admit, the models look absolutely stunning and super realistic, making it look like real human beings when you look at them in first person, but feels like they're trying to win a game of musical statues, but they've been standing still for an ultra long time now. And looks like we got our first footballer, the legend that is Mohamed Salah.
Does anyone fancy a dance off with Lil Nas X in front of us over there? Lil Nas X, yeah? Remember, he took his horse to the Old Town Road?
Here we can see Marlo having a party with Lil Nas X, but immediately notices people watching him, so he gives up after 10 seconds. And as we continue with our tour, we come across the likes of David Beckham and his wife, along with the one and only Harry Styles.
Our next stop is Baker Street Studios. Oh yeah, we're at the underground station now. James Bond, 007. Ah yes, the tube ambience definitely feels like the underground now.
Walking down Westminster Station, well not actually Westminster, we also came across Sir Winston Churchill, who's just standing in the middle of the staircase. So we've now reached the bottom of the staircase and we have now arrived into Piccadilly Circus, where we can spot the likes of Ollie Alexander. Let's see if we can strike a pose like him.
man. We've just entered the next room and Lewis Hamilton is literally on our left. And Anthony Joshua as well.
Though hitting Milo, he'll knock you out first punch. And there's this cool little mini game between the two where you're going to have to hit the targeted buttons in the fastest time possible. Here's one of the goats of football. Some are going to be arguing that Lionel Messi is better, but here we have our answer here.
Okay, we're definitely inside Buckingham Palace right now. We can see the King and even Sir Mo Farah. Also won £250,000 on the cube as well.
Turns out you can also have a cup of tea with the corgis. And Queen Elizabeth II is here, but sadly she's not with us anymore. Huge respect for the Queen will not be forgotten. So we have a picture with the King's family and we continue on to the music centre where we will see some famous singers and artists. Inside one of the tents, get ready to scream your heads off, Swifties, because Taylor Swift is in the room. Verified Swiftie moment into the next tent where we can see Ed Sheeran, who definitely took us back to London for this 5th trip.
Yeah.
We continue further now where we strike a pose with Queen Bee, and there's a few more pictures to take around this area before heading through the corridor. So into this corridor we go and head down the stairs where it all goes from being so bright and colourful to heading down to the very scary streets of London, and this is where spooky things start to come into the experience.
Good thing there's light in here so I can turn the flash off on this phone. Who fancies an arm wrestle, Milo? You're down for it.
If you just look very closely to this man, his hand and his newspaper is moving. These streets kind of reminds me of the London dungeons that we're going to be doing later on in this trip, so make sure you stick around in the video. We're approaching Gules Yard and we came across this. Don't get harmed by this, these are only models and red paint on the floor. Let's continue this way towards HM Prison.
Oh, there's a prison down here. Oh, there's someone jailed. Oh great, Milo's in prison. Should we just leave him now and continue our tour? Yeah, let's get out of here.
As we continue, we come across London's most well-known killer, known as Jack the Ripper.
As we've heard from Jack the Ripper, he killed at least 5 people in London. These are the names.
Luckily for us though, we managed to get through the scariest part of Madame Tussaud as we now head up the stairs where we're moments away from going on a really exciting attraction ride.
Oh nice, it's more colourful than being downstairs in the basement. It was proper creepy with all no lights there.
So here we go then, it's now time for what I think was the best part of Madame Tussaud, the Spirits of London's Black Cabbie ride.
This is where we're at now. We're about to jump on one of these taxi cabs and we're going for a ride around and check out the history of London.
It led to a huge surprise that we just walked onto this ride and the whole experience has just started from there. The others are behind, now let's begin our travel through the history of London.
Henry VIII, but where's the 6 ex-wives?
One of them.
Oh yeah.
It's like a dog.
The King of England's baker, who let the bread burn, has been murdered by order of His Majesty King Charles II. Sir Christopher Wren is
we're going downwards. Workout. We're going back up the ramp now. I'm about to fall into Milo again. Oh yeah, that's you, Milo. I know you well.
This section of the ride, in my opinion, is my favourite of all because of the fancy lighting and the colourful merry-go-round as well. I like the flashing lights.
These are the sights, the sounds, the colours, and the joy of the spirit.
We are nearly at the end of the ride. We've got our photo a minute ago, so we should be able to see it on the screen now. And we've now reached the end of our ride. That was truly a remarkable experience. Jokes on Merlin for getting rid of Cadabra at Cadbury World. So, exiting from the ride we go into the Marvel Zone, where they have a 4D cinema experience that we're going to be checking out now. So going up the staircase to the Hall of Heroes 4D cinema experience, you can get your picture of Captain America here as well before going into the 4D cinema experience. Now with many 4D cinemas, you would usually think they're quite small, but look how massive this one is.
Oh yeah, this is nice. Wow.
During this experience, we also came across a few massaging chair moments and water spraying in our faces, so we'll sit back, relax, and we'll catch you up when the cinema is over.
A few moments later.
Hey, well, that was a pretty cool 4D cinema experience, probably the best we've seen in a while. What do we thought of that, Lowen?
Good.
What do we thought about that? Cool, cool, cool. Milo?
First of all, Tabby World 4D cinema.
Oh yeah, by a long mile, let's just say that.
It has truly been a fantastic experience so far here at Madame Tussaud, from the brilliant taxi ride over to the 4D Marvel cinema experience, and then into Star Wars. We're now into Star Wars models and characters now.
Use the Force, Milo. This is BB-8 from Star Wars. That's the name of the robot.
Is it?
Yeah?
Amazing.
Look it up when you get back.
Sadly, our Madame Tussaud's experience has come to an end, as we are now at the gift shop and about to head to the exit in just a minute. But let's have a quick look around the shop and see what we could buy for next time we come back.
Boris Johnson. Boris.
It's Boris Johnson. Let's have a party in a telephone box.
I tell you what, it's a good thing we got here early because the queue is starting to get very busy to get inside of Madame Tussauds, but luckily we arrived early, and what a truly fabulous experience. I thought it was only going to last about 20 minutes, but the whole experience lasted longer, and it was truly fabulous. Everything about it, everything in there is possibly what you needed. But let's go through the photos of what we've got from our experience at Madame Tussauds.
So here are all of our photographs we have taken at Madame Tussauds.
So with that then, let's go back to the underground and get the tube to our next destination, the heart of London, Embankment.
Five stops later, we have now arrived at Embankment.
This is a familiar looking place. We usually walk through here a lot of times on our last London trips. Welcome to Embankment. On the other side we can see the London Eye and the dungeons. It should be on the other side of the Thames. We're going to cross the bridge now over to the other side and we'll do those activities.
What I love about crossing this bridge is not only you get Charing Cross Station and the National Rail right next to you, but you also got the scenic views of the Thames and the views of London.
How about that for a view of London? London Eye in front of us, Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. Oh, I should have done it as Big Ben. Alright, there we go.
We've now reached the other side of the Thames where we're just heading down the stairs from the bridge, and that double-decker bus looks kind of familiar.
You got to snog someone. Ask that girl for a snog. Use tongues.
So just in front of us we can see the London Dungeons. We're going to be doing that after the Shreks Adventure. We've got that in booked for 2:30, and we've got the Dungeons booked for 4. And then of course we are going to be ending off with the London Eye, which we'll be doing about 7:15. So let's check out Shreks Adventure. I've also heard there's the Madagascar characters in here as well, and also the penguins. There's a map here of what we're doing in order. Flying bus first in 4D, Shrek Swamp, Carriage, the Apple Puff Game Show, Middle Maze, and it goes on until the end. Just there. Right, just gotten through security there, and we got our first look of Marley from Madagascar. Oh yeah, because in the second Madagascar film, the penguins crashed a jet. Childhood memories that.
So we've got our first look of some of the DreamWorks characters. There's still plenty more to come in this tour. Oh. And looks like Alan just set off the security alarm. So into the lift we go, and this is where Shreks Adventure experience begins, as we can see the gingerbread man greeting us.
Wow! Hi everyone, you're here! I can't believe it! It's me, Gingy! You're gonna have a great time! Bye for now!
I'll make sure to remember the name Gingy, that's the name of the gingerbread man. So as we turn left, our tour has started, and this is where we get to take our photo with Shrek and Princess Fiona. So as we walk down this hallway, this will lead us onto our first scene of the show, the 4D flying bus. We can also see characters like Donkey, Fiona, Puss in Boots, and the gingerbread man known as Gingy. So we've made it to the end of the corridor, and the 4D flying bus is just waiting for us. This is the furthest I can go filming the whole experience, as we're not allowed to record the rest of the live show. Although sneakily, thanks mother, during the show we've got Alan cleaning Shrek's toilets.
Well, we just got to the end of the Shrek show, and looks like we can see the mascot himself, Shrek, just in front of us, just walking away from us. I think it's time for a selfie, don't you think?
We've now made to the point where we can do our meet and greet with Shrek and have our photos taken.
Here we are then, we just went to the far, far away land, and here we are back in London, and this is a nice way out to the exit. What do we thought of that, Milo? What do you thought about Shrek? Yeah, acting, it was good, and it was hilarious as well. I really enjoyed that, to be honest. But welcome back to London.
We decided to take some quick photos of some more DreamWorks characters, and then it's back in the lift down to the way out.
Wow! The whole group is back! That's a first! I thought you'd be stuck there forever! I'll go tell everyone you made it! Bye-bye! Bye!
Thanks for having us, Gingy. And after we exit the lift, we have reached the gift shop, and the way out is just in front of us.
Well, there we have it. We've just done Shreks Adventure. That was brilliant. But now, just next door to it, fun is about to turn into absolutely terrifying. It's time for the London Dungeons, y'all.
So here we go then, our second Dungeons experience. We've done the York one last time, but this time we're taking on the Capitals Dungeon. And let's see if this one is any more scarier compared to the York ones that we've done last year.
The clink here. This is the passing point where we will start our London Dungeons experience. And out of this, we're not allowed to use any phones or cameras to film anything, so we'll tell us about our experience when we reach the end.
1 hour later.
Well, there we have it. Last room. We're free to go in the courtroom. And there we are, making our way out to the exit. And the gift shop should just be up ahead. So after going through the photo booth, we're now arrived into the gift shop where you can buy all your souvenirs.
And just ahead, there's a bar inside of the dungeons as well. Grab a drink if you like.
Yeah.
There's also a piano that is playing by itself, but Monody's just messing with the notes.
It's just a catchy tune. So as we know, we've reached the end of our London Dungeons experience, but is this experience more scarier than the one in York? What do we think, Al?
I don't know really. I think York was probably more scarier.
Okay.
It's just my opinion.
Owen?
Yeah, I agree with this.
York. The thing is, with York, it was the first time we'd been there, so we didn't know what to expect. But here, we sort of knew what to expect, so it probably wasn't as scary.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because we went to the same place before.
It's a little bit different in the stories, but yeah, you know what to expect.
Before making the exit, we have came across an electric chair. Alan's going to execute himself tonight, so let's sit him on there. Well, there's our first shock, but the power's going up low.
500 joules. 1,000. Halfway there. You're smoking. That's it. It's over. Well, there we have it. Just done the London Dungeons. A lot of people were saying that it wasn't the scariest, but in my opinion, there were some quite some scary scenes. Nina had a cupboard stand in her face and was clapping herself over that. Yeah, and we got lost in some mazes. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah. You'll be spending a good 5 minutes in there if you don't know where you're actually going. But let's go get some dinner now. Since it's already going past 5:30, we're getting rather hungry. We've still got an hour and 45 before the big wheel, so let's find somewhere to eat.
It's a bit silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we don't go too far away from the London Eye since we've got to be back there for 7:15. So we decided to go down towards the Waterloo end where we're going to find a restaurant to eat in. We also walked underneath Leek Street Arches until we found ourselves the perfect restaurant we're eating at tonight. A familiar one as well.
Well, we should be at our restaurant now, as we walked through quite a few restaurants. There's plenty around in the Waterloo area. But I believe we found the restaurant. Should we go for Nando's?
Yeah.
Yes, this is why we're here. We're getting a Nando's, not going to Leicester Square because we'll waste more time walking and getting the tube there and getting back. So we're going to eat here, we get some food, get back to Embankment and then go on the big wheel. So then we're just ordering our food from Nando's. Let's see what we're going to be having tonight. Starting with 11, what would you like?
For chips and chicken burger.
Nice bit. As we know, I will be ordering the same as usual, a nice chicken burger. And I believe, to pass the time, let's have a game of Uno.
It's the newest instalment of the Uno card game franchise. It's Uno No Mercy, and this game is a lot cruel and brutal than other Uno card games. The only reason why I'm saying it's a lot more brutal because there's +4 reverses, +6, and even a +10 card.
Uno.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
And turns out Alan has won Uno No Mercy, discarding his last 2 yellows. But luckily for us, the food is now here. Sadly though, there is no more chicken burgers, although we still got the spicy chicken, but we decided to get some bread from somewhere else. The food still tastes the same as a chicken burger, and it was very delicious indeed.
That was a nice Nando's dinner, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought the chicken burger was way spicier than I thought. My mouth was burning. But luckily, we have saved this moment for the very best of last. We're now heading over back to the Embankment and we'll go on the London Eye.
Here it is then, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for us to go on the London Eye. Surprisingly, if we didn't have Merlin on us during this time, we would be paying £42 per person just to get on the wheel. If we multiply that by 5, we'd be spending £210 on this.
Yep, queues are still really big to get on this wheel. Luckily, we are getting through fast pass. That will reduce the time of getting on.
The truth is, me and Mom has not gone on this
big wheel for over a decade. We've last been on this since 2012 when we had a Wakeover in London, yeah. Long time ago that. Yeah, I was only 6 years old during the time. This is your first ride on this. There it is. I'm assuming we're on number 16. Our ride is just pulling in now.
The door is now opening, so let's board the cart and go for a ride on the London Eye. This will take us around half an hour to complete the 1 lap. And it turns out we have just left the station a minute ago. Now it's time to explore the city of London from the incredible views we can get high up. It is a long way down from up here, and we're only even halfway up to the very top. Still got a long way to go. We was down at Waterloo earlier getting a Nando's. The views are starting to get way more magnificent as we continue up. We can also spot the BT Tower, and just running in the sunlight as we look north, I think we can spot Wembley Stadium.
Oh, that's a familiar sight to see. We should be walking past us on the way back to Westminster.
We can see Westminster Abbey, the House of Parliament, and including Big Ben. I mean, if we go over here, we can just see Buckingham Palace if the sun's not burning on us just there. And we are moments away from reaching the very top of the wheel.
That's the Sky Garden there, the new building, the boomerang, and on the other side of the Thames we can see the Shards. Only been up to the restaurant level on that, but it's still a brilliant view to see up there. There we are then. We are now officially top dogs. We're officially on top of the London Eye.
It is an absolutely stunning sight to see from the very top of the London Eye, but look how far down it is from here. It turns out we're now going back down to the bottom, and on the way down we can see the western end of London, although I'm not familiar with any of the buildings on that part of London.
Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the King, is just past the park.
5 more minutes later and the end is near. We are almost finished with our lap on the London Eye, and we should be alighting shortly. So the doors are now opening. It's now time for us to alight on the London Eye, and I must say that was truly a remarkable experience, and I'm so glad that we've done it again after a decade ago.
Wow, there we have it. What a way to finish off a remarkable 5th London trip. Got up to a lot of fun activities, brand new ones this trip, and what a lot of fun we had. Madame Tussaud is one of the best visits we've seen on this trip, so that's going to be a favourite for sure. Shreks Adventure was very fun with all the hilarious acting. Your London Dungeons, scary, you proved yourself, well done. And we're finishing off with the London Eye, and I think that was the best way to finish off a London trip, don't you think? Yeah, but I'm surprised at how the time went so fast and we're already ending off our London trip. As we're just about to go over to the tube station to get the train back to Harrow on the Hill. But I thought we were going to take the brothers over the Westminster Bridge, check out Big Ben and the House of Parliament, and then we'll get on the tube from Westminster. Let's check that out. We were literally on top of that Ferris wheel like, let's say 20 minutes ago, and here we are back down on street level.
So we're now crossing the Westminster Bridge over to Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament.
Well, this is the last time we're going to be seeing London for, well, another year, I suppose. This is our last sight of Big Ben, last sight of the London buses. So let's get on the tube and head back over to Harrow on the Hill.
Moments before going into the tube station, we were lucky to catch the Emirates Big Bird making the approach into London Heathrow. So let's get onto the tube now and go back to Harrow. It has been a really brilliant trip, and here are some of our photos while we're on the tube to remember an incredible day out.
The next station is Harrow on the Hill.
And here we are back at Harrow on a Hill, where we first started.
Well, there we have it. We've just made it back to Harrow on a Hill, and that will conclude our 5th London trip. What a truly fabulous day out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you all did enjoy. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you do like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, bye guys. See ya.